Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Isha Rajput, and today this is going to be a showstopper on all the manifesting your specific person as your partner videos. So brace yourself, and first, before starting this video, I have few things to ask to you in order to get into the video. So here it goes. So this video is going to be a very long video. It can take at least like 30 to 40 minutes. So I would like to ask you, my first question is that, can you commit yourself for watching this video? Because if you say yes, then you won't be needing any other video on manifesting your SP. You'll be crystal clear. You'll be left with a clarity that no one else could provide you. That's my guarantee. If you commit to watch this video full to the end, because I have structured it and organized it the best way possible so that all the chaos, all the things are covered, and everything that you should avoid should also be covered. Okay, so commit yourself. So this specific video is about telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Things like there are several videos on the internet, like thousands and lakhs of videos on internet, which says manifest your SP in 17 seconds, manifest your SP in 3 days, manifest the dream love of your life in 1 second, manifest a phone call, they'll come to you, they'll crawl to you, they'll get obsessed with you. If you are looking for these things, then you should stop this video right here and go back to whatever you were doing, because this is not going to be a feel-good video. This video will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because all those things, whatever you listen on this internet today about manifesting your SP, is more like a hyped up information in which you feel motivated for a short period of time, but as soon as it wears off, then you get back into your previous state. So that doesn't work. That is why you don't manifest the SP that you want. So if you are looking for a feel good video, then this is not it. Before starting this video, I want to ask you one question. And that is, can we literally manifest our specific person with law of assumption? Can we do it? Because we have this question, okay? We always want a proof of anything that has worked for somebody else so that we can also try it out. So does it actually works, and it works for us or not? The answer to this question is yes, this works. And if you say no, then what's the point of you watching this video? Just shut it out and go whatever you were doing. Yes, this works, and it will work for you if you have faith. So first of all, drop this belief that it doesn't work. Anywhere in your mind, if you have little doubt or fear or a feeling that it will not work for you, then it will not. Okay? So work on that thought if you want law of assumption to work for you. First, take this. Can we do it through law of assumption? Yes, we can do this. It's 110% sure. It's guaranteed if you do what I tell you to do. So first thing, let me just explain today's scenario of all these relationships, marriages, weddings, whatever they go through, okay? Suppose you have a relationship and you broke up. And now you just went on the internet and searched few things like how to get your person back, how to get your ex back, how to make them obsessed with you. Okay, so you go into this space where you search about things that you want. Okay, then you find about law of attraction. Do this, don't talk to them, avoid them for 15 days, they'll call you back, they'll get obsessed with you. Okay, so you start doing these things, but inside you are completely obsessed with that person. You completely think about them 24/7. You just have one goal, whether you're working, gymming, or even sleeping. You just have one desire to make them obsessed with you, right? So you do all those things, whatever the internet tells you, and in the end you just end up getting frustrated and not seeing the results, and you just give up. And from there, if you are lucky enough to find about law of assumption, then you start living in a state of wish fulfilled, but you still make some mistakes. Okay, you still make some mistakes and you get sucked into this thing called a black hole. Okay, black hole, I'll explain that in a minute, but this is 99% of the teenagers, of the adults, or whatever people who are trying to get in a relationship. This is a story that most of us have. Okay, so how can we literally avoid this and get what we desire? Let me explain the black hole first. So what is a black hole? What is a black hole? It's nothing new. Okay, when you manifest, or when you are on a journey to manifest something, you get through various things. Okay, black hole refers to those things which you get sucked into and continuously get obsessed with your journey while manifesting. Like when you are trying to manifest your SP, you crave more YouTube videos. Okay, you binge watch a lot of YouTube videos on manifestation, on law of assumption, law of attraction, or even psychological tricks, and sometimes even black magic. So you do those things, and it involves like listening to subliminals. I'm not telling that all these things are bad things. No, I'm not saying that. But subliminals, sometimes these are forced subliminals which harm you in a way that you don't even know. So you end up not seeing the results, but at the same time, you keep on listening to those forced subliminals obsessively with a desperate need of relationship in you. So how will you find love when you are already desperate from inside? How is it possible for you to find a love filled with love when you inside are in a desire of lack, are in a state of lack? The next thing is, whenever we scroll through Instagram, we have this community called Law of Assumption community, Neville Goddard community, Law of Attraction community. Every now and then people come with new techniques. They tell you this method, that method, and you keep on jumping from techniques to techniques within like 3 times a day or even 4 times a day. You don't even literally see if it works, or whether what is it based on, what are the fundamentals that it is based on. You don't look at all these aspects. You just keep on jumping from one technique to another. Now the next thing which this black hole includes is like craving these success stories. We literally, whenever we watch these YouTube videos, we keep on scrolling in the comment section where somebody has literally commented about their success story of manifesting a person. Like, oh, I watched this video, I listened to this once a day, and next day I manifested my specific person. Like, oh, this happened like within a week. I swear to God, I was just listening to this twice a day, and within 1 week my SP came to me like a baby. Whatever it is. So we crave success stories more and more because we need proof that this thing works. Next is, we read countless articles and books. We keep on reading and reading as if we need to know something more, like something that we are lacking. And it is not possible for us to manifest if we don't read books or countless articles on manifestation, law of assumption, or attraction. Why? You don't need to do that. It also involves like tarot card readings. This tarot card community on Instagram, on YouTube, it is insane. It's growing so much. But tell me, whatever, it's like one time I also came upon some tarot card readings and I started following them. They were like, oh, your career is going this way, you'll see the results in your career after this date, and things like that, etc., etc. But I was also getting sucked into this black hole. Somebody, if you believe in tarot card readings, I'm not telling you those are not true. I am just telling you that You don't have to focus on these things because your end result, your end desire is something else. You don't want to manifest tarot card readings as your specific person. Okay, so why are you focusing on that? There's no need to focus on that, because we are going to apply something so powerful in our life, that is law of assumption, that we don't need tarot card readings. One time myself, I followed some tarot card readers because their predictions were so accurate, but at the end I just became obsessed with my journey instead of focusing on the results, instead of focusing on the living of the in the state of wish fulfilled. I was not focusing on the desired end. I was focusing on the process so much. Oh, this happened, I have to do that. Oh, I feel this, I have to do that. That's not a good sign. You are becoming obsessed about your journey. So it's not a good way to manifest your SP. It'll just wear you out of your energy. Next is new affirmations. Okay, what affirmation community is another thing on Instagram. Literally every now and then, whenever we scroll, we come across these hyped up I don't know, manifestors which tell, oh, do this affirmation, you will have money like this. Oh, do this affirmation, your SP will come to you like this. Like, we literally feel motivated. It's a good thing that you feel motivated towards your manifestations, but trying out new affirmations every day won't help you, my friends, because you are just shifting from one sentence to another sentence, and you're not consolidating or say internalizing the fact. You're just jumping from one thing to another, so it'll just wear you out of your energy, nothing else. Another thing is going to astrologers, okay, predicting, like getting the predictions of a future and then acting the same way. See, predictions or the astrologers can tell us that this thing can happen in our life, but it doesn't mean that this will happen in our life. Okay, it's a way. See it as a reference. Like, they will tell you this thing will go wrong in your future, so you can work yourself up to prevent that from happening. It's not like it's not a guaranteed prediction. It's just a prediction. It's a probability that this can happen if you will not work on yourself. So why to run towards astrologers every now and then whenever you feel worried or anxious? Sometimes you can go, but every time, I don't think so it's necessary. Like, getting the predictions of each and every step of your life, it's not, you're not living a life, you're in fear, like what will happen in the future. You're just living in the future. You have to live in the present. Okay, you have to be here in order to be somewhere that you want to be. So this is a black hole. This is what you are getting sucked into. Whenever we are on a manifestation journey, we have heard about different concepts like twin flame concept, like angels concept. I'm not telling you that these are not the right things. I am not telling you that. I am saying that all these things are, yes, these things happens. I'm not telling you these don't happen, but why to focus on them? Your goal is not to be some magical creature. Your goal is to manifest your person, your specific person, as your partner, as your spouse, as your husband, as your wife. So why are you focusing on these things? Oh, like, have you seen those videos on Instagram where when you scroll and you come upon a video, money will treat you the way you will treat this video. Claim 3 times and comment and share to 3 people if you want this to happen. If money will come to you, does this have to do anything with this video? No. So why to claim? When you claim, what is feeling inside you? What is the feeling? It's a feeling of fear. Like, if I'll not do this, I will not get the money. If I'll not do that, I will not get my specific person. There is a feeling of fear which you internalize while claiming. And that is what literally preventing you from your manifestations. Just think about these things. Your goal is to reach somewhere, not to be entangled in the journey. These are the things which I think in this manifestation journey are some superstitious belief. So leave these all. Do not get sucked into this black hole. It will not help you in any way. It will just drain you out of your energy and literally kill the desire in you, and you will end up giving it up. So the typical manifestation journey that any person who is wanting to manifest their SP is like, there are various things that they want to manifest, like how to make your SP conform to you. They literally want that their SP should feel the same way that we feel, but they don't want a relationship, okay? They want them to conform their feelings, but they don't have any clear end. What will they do when you have your SP feeling the same things, okay? So it's like how to get unblocked on Insta, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, wherever you are active. Things like how to manifest a text message, okay? Affirmation, forced affirmations. It's very trending nowadays because people are already forcing themselves to manifest something. So when you try to force something, the results are not good. They are never good. Trust me. When you force something, not a good thing. Never do that. Subliminals. Subliminals are a good way, but listening to them won't help you if you have your previous mindset. It is also based on the same thing. While listening to subliminals, you have to have a mindset that whatever you are listening the subliminal for, you have it already. And nowadays there are forced subliminals as well. So what's the point? Everything is forced. When you force someone to be with you, they end up leaving you, or you end up leaving them. There is no love. There is obsession, there is insecurity. When you force something, you have a fear in you. That is where you have to work upon yourself. Like, there are people who want different things, okay? Like, earlier I told you, there are people who literally search on the YouTube how to get a text message from your ex, how to get a call from your ex. And there are people who also search like how to make them chase you. You want to be chased by them, okay? You watch videos like Manifest Today and you feel like you are seeing no movement in your manifestation journey. You feel stuck, and you also worry about if they are doing it correct, if your SP, the one you're trying to manifest, if they are doing it correct or doing it incorrectly. Like, you get impatient and start looking for signs. You start to look whether whatever you're trying to manifest is actually becoming your reality or it's just a thought in your head. Your negative thoughts, you start fighting with them instead of dissolving them and converting it to something positive. You start fighting with your negative thoughts, like, oh, my SP is not here, or maybe because they will not end up with me, or maybe I'm not good enough for them, or maybe they are way too out of my league. And you literally have these thoughts and you don't focus on the root. The root is like, oh no, they are not way out of my league. They are just like, they're just getting prepared to be with me. The root, this is where you have to solve the root. You're not solving the root problems. You're just entangling yourself, and instead of focusing on the roots, you tell yourself, no, that's not possible. Let me just shift my attention to something else. Okay. You just keep on avoiding that thought again and again instead of focusing on that thought there and then and converting it into something positive. That is what manifestation is about. Instead of fighting with your negative thoughts and belief, you have to do this. Whenever a question, a doubt, while you live in your state of wish fulfilled, comes to your mind, you have to look at it there and then and convert it into something positive. Next is, you stop enjoying your life. Literally, I have seen people, they stop enjoying their life. Like, if they have a manifestation routine in the morning, they don't do fun. They're like, oh no, I have to be in this state. I have to be here. Oh, I have to focus on that constantly. No, Don't burn yourself out. There's no need to do that. No, there is no need to do that. Enjoy your life. When you literally have your suppose you have your manifestation routine in the morning, and after that you got fresh, you took your breakfast, you had your breakfast, you went out, you had fun. That means that you're living in your higher frequencies, which is also equals to living in the state of wish fulfilled. And whenever you are living in higher frequencies, the chances of getting your manifestation as early as possible are the highest. Like you get it in an instant. That is the truth. Okay, it'll take the time that it requires, but it literally boosts up your manifestation. So start enjoying your life. Okay, it's not here, we are here to live our lives to the fullest. We are not dead meat, we are alive. So just take the advantage of being alive. Okay, next is, at the end, when we have done so much, like we have gotten absorbed into the black hole, the typical journey of getting this and that, and just constantly obsessing about things. At the end, what do? We want to give up. We don't want to manifest our SP as our partners, because we are so tired in our thoughts that we feel like, okay, I don't want to do that, let's just give it up. And you end up getting nothing out of it. So after all these things, I had made few bulletins to tell you what are the mistakes that you should avoid while manifesting your SP as your partner. So there are some main points that can help you literally in your manifestation journey. Okay, I have tried to sum it up, so I'm just being relaxed, okay, because I want to give you the full information, which I think is literally very effective in manifesting your SP as a partner. Okay, so the first one is, don't replay your past in your head. Okay, if you had a relationship before manifesting this person, okay, so you had a breakup with that person, and now you see the things in a relationship as you saw it with your previous person. Suppose your last person was toxic, was way too toxic for you, and you kept on replaying that past scenarios in your head. Okay, I did that and that happened, so maybe the next person that I'm trying to manifest will also do the same thing. Maybe they'll turn out toxic too. No doubt they will end up being toxic, because that is what you are assuming. So how can it be any different if you are trying to assume the same thing? So don't replay that past scenarios in your head. Okay, don't do that. This is the first mistake that you should avoid. Second is, fixated on the process and making it your only goal. Okay, as a human being, we have multiple desires. Okay, so fixated on one goal is also unhealthy. Okay, it's not like if you are fixated on one goal, you on multiple goals, you will not get your main manifestation. It's not like that. You have to have multiple desires. It's okay to work on them too with your manifestations. If you have different desires, you can also manifest them. Okay, you want to manifest it, you can do it. But fixated on just one process is way too unhealthy, because you become obsessive. That is where you get easily sucked into this black hole, because you don't have anything to think about. Avoid that. This is the mistake number 2 that you should avoid while manifesting your SP. Third is seeing love as something that you want to get instead of what you can give. So many people think that love is something that we can get from our other half. No, that is not what love is about. Love is literally what you can give. It's about giving. It's not about getting. It was never about getting. Whenever you go into a relationship to get, you end up getting nothing, just disappointment. It's about showing care towards your partner. It's about giving them what they want, what they need, without even them asking for it. It's that. And that is what love is. So if you are going in a relationship to get something, like nowadays there are a few concepts of that, like gold diggers, sugar babies, sugar daddies, whatever those are, that is not love. Okay, so stop behaving like that. Love is something that you want to give, not something to get. The next is jumping from technique to technique. My friends, I will make this as much as clear I can. Okay, all the techniques, whether you name it differently, whether you say it law of assumption, whether you say law of attraction, whether you say gratitude, every fucking method in this world for manifestation is based on just one fundamental. That is, you will get what you have. You will attract what you will have. What you have. Okay? So, in order to get something, you have to create a feeling that you already have it. And when you live in that feeling, you start attracting what you want in your life. And every manifestation is based on this fact. It's based on this fundamental. Whether you name it law of assumption, law of attraction, gratitude, meditation, or any other method which you can name. These are all just based on one fact. That is assumption. That is assuming whatever you want, you have it right now with you. And living like that. It's done for you in this moment. So jumping from techniques to techniques will not help you. They will just confuse you more. They will just make you doubtful. They'll make your journey more painful or say chaotic. So avoid that. Next is not being steady with the end results. Not being steady with that. Okay. Suppose you want an SP. Okay. You saw somebody, you felt like you were attracted towards them and you want them as your partners. So you started manifesting them as your SP. Suddenly you saw somebody else and you thought they were way too better than the other person, and you again shifted your manifestation from this person to this person. Okay, now there is another person, so you keep on changing your persons because you think that every other is better than the previous one. So what you end up just not being steady with the real end. Okay, the real end of any person that you want to be with is being happy. Being happy in a relationship, having a loving and caring relationship. You don't want that man. Okay, I will explain this point later also in this video. You don't want that specific man. You want the feeling of being loved and cured in a relationship. That is what you want. So not being steady with your ends, with your desired ends, will hinder your manifestation. Obviously, because you're not focusing on one thing. You are constantly changing your desired ends. So how will it manifest into your life? Never. It will never happen. There are various reasons that cause relationship insecurities nowadays, and relationship insecurities has become a very common terms nowadays because people are just not secure with themselves. They have their own demons to fight with, and they keep on projecting them on their partners as well. So that is why most of the relationships are becoming toxic nowadays. First, I will tell you what are those relationship insecurities, and if you can relate yourself with them, then please work on that, because that is what is causing a resistance in your manifestations. There are various causes like obsession, being obsessed with a person. How is obsession healthy? It's an unhealthy dependency on a person. You constantly think about someone without even considering that you have your own life to live. Being obsessed with someone is not at all healthy. It's just a way of escaping your reality. It's just a way of escaping the fact that you don't love yourself, you don't have respect for your spouse or partner or the other person that you're trying to manifest, because you are literally obsessed with them. Obsession is never healthy. Second is ownership, trying to own that person. Okay, nowadays it sounds very romantic in Instagram reels when we hear someone like, you are my properties, things like that. But that doesn't work in real life. Imagine someone telling you in real life while you're living your daily life that you are my property, I can do whatever I want to do with you. Okay, things like that. Okay, like in real life, I don't think so it's a good thing. Owning somebody is never healthy, because all people want freedom. They want freedom to do whatever they love. So this is another reason for relationship insecurities. It's about being on equal terms with your partner, not owning somebody. Both ways. It goes both ways for men and for females. Next is attachment. Like getting attached to them. Like, how can I define this? Because attaching someone with you is a good thing. It's not bad. We have attachments with our dogs, our pets. It's a good thing. It's never a bad thing. But just attaching yourself to one thing in your life, not even caring about other people's, like not even caring about your social friends, or your best friends, your cousins, your family, your relatives, just one person, it's not healthy. It will cause relationship insecurity to you, because you are just investing yourself in just one person. So how come that is healthy for you? If that person literally drops down right now, if they tell you that they are ending things with you, your world is going to shatter, because you have nobody to go to, because you have invested yourself too much in that person. That is where this becomes like insecurity. That is why the other reasons, that is obsession, ownership, these are the factors which are caused by attaching yourself to too much to that specific person. The next is being selfish. I don't have to say like about this. There are people who are selfish in relationship. There are people who don't see what their partners need or what they would love if they did that to them. Like, there are people who do not acknowledge their partners, they just want them. Or there are people who literally want these kind of relationships where they're not acknowledged. Like, they are so obsessed with that person, even if he or she is not acknowledging them, they still are in that shitty relationship. So how is this a good thing? There will be a vast amount of relationship insecurity. So drop it down there. Just get your head together, get yourself together, and get out of that relationship. Okay, next is going in a relationship to take. I have mentioned this earlier as well. Relationship is about giving. It's about giving love, not taking love or receiving love. Yes, you receive love, but that's not our main motive while manifesting our SP. Our main motive is, what can we do for you? It's like serving, not in a way of servant, but it's like taking care of your partner, more like that, instead of getting what you want. Next is your happiness being dependent on your partner completely. You have a good friend circle, and suddenly you got into a relationship with your SP. And now what you do is just focus on your SP. You don't even go to your boys or girls. You just talk about your BF, GF, whosoever it is. You don't have any social life. You don't go out. Even if you go out, you just go out with your SP or your partner, and then you just become obsessive, because you have anyone else other than your partner to go with, where your social skills lack, where you're like literally SPs are something that you have to, I will not say this, but friends, family, society, all these are also our relations. We have to have some sort of social activity other than our SP. That is very important, because suppose they break up with you right now. What will you do? Where will you go? Your family, your friends, your cousins, your relatives, they are there. Your world will not shatter. You will have your friends, your colleagues, whosoever they are. You will have people around you. Keep yourself alive. It's not like you are living for one person. No, there are many other people whom you are living for, okay? Just once in a while, have a good talk, have a good time with them, so that you don't lose touch with them. That's the worst thing. I've seen many people do that. Whenever they get into a relationship, they forget about their family. That's where we get things wrong. That's where relationship insecurities start. So what are the cures for this relationship insecurities? Okay, for all these insecurities, there is just one cure. You have to work for your true nature to come out to the surface. We are all human beings. Hatred, anger, vengeance, these are the traits. These are the feelings that are not natural to us. Say these are natural, these come natural from us, like from within us, but this is not our natural state. These are temporary in nature. The permanent state of a human being, a person who is living, is happiness, calm, peace, contentment, satisfaction. These are the longer period of terms in which a person lives. Anger is for a short period of time. Vengeance is for a short period of time. We don't spend our life for regrets. We don't spend our life for revenge. We spend our time or our life, what we want. We want happiness. We want satisfaction. We want calm. We want safety. This is our true nature. So work on those feelings. If you feel angry 24/7, there is something in you which has been suppressed, something that you have learned wrong in your life, something that you believe so wrongly in it, so strongly in it, but it is wrong for you. So your true nature is loving, caring, happiness, satisfaction, contentment. You don't have to do something in order to be that. You are just that. See, whenever you feel like you are overthinking, this is a trick that I do myself very often. Like, I do this because I am an overthinker, and whenever I overthink, I lose span of the time. I lose whether it's day or night. It's like 4 hours pass by and I'm still stuck on that thought. That okay, this happened, that happened, and it takes me on like another thought, and it's keep on going. It keeps on going, and I just end up wasting my time and energy, and it gives me nothing. So what I do myself is I just sit down at that time. Whenever I'm thinking, I just leave whatever I'm doing. I just leave it there for 5 minutes. If I am somewhere out, I just go to the washroom, or if I'm at my home, I sit in my room and I just, because when we overthink, we talk in our head. We don't talk out loud. We talk in our head to ourselves. So in my head, I just set a timer for 5 minutes, and in my head, I start telling myself like, if I'm feeling angry, then I start telling myself I'm happy. And I do that for 5 minutes. I am happy. 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 For first like 2 minutes, I feel stupid because I am literally in anger. I'm literally feeling a very strong emotion. And for 2 straight minutes, I feel so angry and so stupid while doing it. And I literally crush my teeth together because I am in so anger. But after the 3rd minute, do it and you will see the difference. After the 3rd minute, you will actually start feeling happy. That state will leave your body within 3 or 4 minutes. and it's a proven solution. I have tried this myself. Even if I'm feeling sad, I just tell myself I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. If I'm feeling dissatisfied, I tell myself I'm content, I'm content, I'm contented, I'm contented. Like with more emotion and feeling. In my head, it goes like, I am happy. I don't need anything to do in order to be happy. Happiness is my true state of living. I already am happy. Anger doesn't come near around me. Anger stays far away from me. I have a big bubble surrounding me which is filled with happy energy. These are the things that goes in my mind. For 5 straight minutes, I tell myself in every sentence I use the word happy or something else, whatever I'm trying myself to convince. So do that. Your true state is happiness and loving and caring. Not the anger, vengeance, obsession, ownership, attachment issues. These are not your natural state. These are not your true state. Okay? Next is, don't invest your happiness completely into your partners. If they are happy, you'll be happy. If they are sad, you'll be sad. Or if they'll do that, I'll also do this. No. You don't have to do that. A healthy relationship should never be like that. If you like to go to concert, that doesn't mean that your partner should also go to the concert. They can have different needs, they can have different hobbies, they can have different interests. You cannot push them. Even if they are pushing them for you, they'll end up just saying, oh, I did that for you last time, now it's your turn. Do this for me. So you start to have very high expectations because you start doing things which you don't have any interest in just for the sake of your partner. Don't do that. Keep yourself alive. Alive, as I mean, do things that makes you happy, even if it makes to go on a trip alone without your SP. Go on a trip with your boys or your girls. That is what I'm talking about. Keep yourself alive. Don't kill yourself in a relationship. Relationships are meant to keep you happy, not sad. Okay? Next is, don't seek the love outside. Biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. You seek love as something that you have to get from outside. No, it has to be from within you. It's a way of giving. Love is the way of giving. Okay, it's not that you seek something from outside. If you're seeking it from outside, never gonna get it. I guarantee you. Even if you'll manifest someone, but you will not have the dream love, the dream relationship, the smoothness in your relationship. It'll always be misunderstandings, always will be relationship insecurities. I am telling you that. Just don't seek that outside. Neville Goddard talks about it. He says there are various quotes like which Neville Goddard talks about. Okay, love is our birthright. Love is the fundamental necessity of our life. Do not go out seeking for that which you are. Those who go seeking for love only make manifest their own lovelessness. And the loveless never finds love. So this is a very beautiful quote explaining by Neville Goddard, explaining how a loveless man can find a loveless love. So don't go finding it outside or seeking it outside. Instead, start giving love. That is what we are talking about. It's more about what you can give instead of what you can get out of it. And next thing I would say, like, whenever we are in a relationship and we miss someone, so while manifesting, we say, oh, we are missing them. It's okay if you are missing them. Missing someone is okay while manifesting your SP. Even if you are in a relationship, it is possible, like if you are married to your SP, suppose, and you are living a happy life, but you have a life to live. So you go to the office, or your SP stays at the home, or other way around. there is still some separation that takes for a short period of time, that takes place for a short period of time. So in that period, it is okay for you to miss your SP. It's okay. It's not like, oh, I'm missing my SP, that means I'm not doing things right. No, it's okay to miss someone while manifesting. It's completely all right. Next is, you are already whole. You're already whole and complete. Most people have this concept. I'll tell you about this. It's the most funny one. They think that they have a half heart, okay, and their other soulmate, like their soulmate, is their other half. So that when they'll meet, they'll be whole like this. It's just a sign. Don't take it so much seriously. You are already whole and complete. Your soulmate is never going to make you whole. Nobody in this world can do that for you except you yourself. You are already a whole person. Love affairs do not make you whole. Instead, if you're not feeling whole and you go into a relationship, you can end up feeling more lonely, more alone. Okay? So it's just a feeling that you have to work upon. If you feel that you're not whole, that means you're just not talking the right way to yourself. Talk to yourself nicely, in a positive way, in an optimistic way. So now I'll be sharing the foundation, the most important and solid points. If you work on these properly, I'm going to tell you that you will manifest your SP. And that's a guarantee. I'm so damn sure, because it works like magic. Okay? So the first and the very basic point of your foundation, just release all the other foundation pillars that you have for manifesting your SP. That this also works, that also works. Just release them right now in this moment, okay? You don't have anything. You are just a blank paper on which I'll be writing some bulletins which will be the foundation of you manifesting your SP. Okay? Just release all the beliefs, all the negative thoughts, all the negative emotions, all the fears regarding your SP. And even if you have this belief that your SP is way too out of your league, because we all have that belief, okay? Once in a while we feel like if there's someone we like and we feel like, oh, we are not good enough for them. That is the biggest thing that we have in us. Release it right now, okay? Just for next, like, this is the moment where you drop it right now, okay? You have dropped it. Now you are like a blank paper. You are a cleaned sheet of paper, rejuvenated with fresh energy, with fresh beliefs, with freshness, like a child love, okay? A baby's love, a newborn's love. You have that innocence, you have that love in you. You don't do anything to be loved, okay? So now with that belief, I'll be providing you the foundation pillars that you have to work properly with them, because this will help you in getting your dream person as your SP, dream SP as your partner, I need to say. I've been talking for so long that I kind of feel dizzy. I should drink water maybe. Okay. The first foundation, very strong pillar that you have to internalize is, yes, it is possible. Do not question it. Do not doubt it. Do not ask yourself the questions that will just push you away from your manifestation. Like, does this actually works? Is law of assumption for real? I don't have to do anything. How is this possible that I will not do anything and the thing that I want will come to me? How? No, it's not possible. It cannot be for real. Don't question it. It is possible, and every time just say it out loud with me. Yes, it is possible. It is possible. For me, it is possible. Now that you know that it is possible for you to get what you want, be clear on actually what you really want. What is your real, or you say the actual desire? Do you want to manifest a phone call from your SP, or a text, or do you want to be in a relationship with them, or you want them to chase you? Whatever you want, okay? Whatever, there are no limits. Okay, there are no limits for you. What do you want? You want few little things, or you want a big thing like relationship, a good relationship? So if you are just wanting that, oh, they are not calling me, I just want them to call me. Okay, if you got the call, then what? Then what? Your ego is satisfied. Then what? What? Then what? You are not actually craving the call or message or text. You are craving their attention. You want them to be yours. What is the end result that you want to focus on? Be clear with that desired end. Be clear with your desire, what you actually desire for. Now, the next foundation is become conscious of what you want. Become conscious of that. Like, what do you actually want? Become conscious, become aware of that. Like, imagine an end, a desired end, which implies that you have achieved your desire, that your wish is fulfilled. Imagine that desired end and connect to that feeling, connect to that future self of yours where you know that it's actually done. That is what will help you to speed up your manifestations. Connect yourself to that feeling that you have achieved it. And for that to happen, you don't have to do anything. You just be it. You just have to be it. You just have to be it. Like, I am telling you right now that whatever you want, it's happening right now. It's done in this moment for you. Right now, it's done for you in this moment. I am that confirmation that is telling you that it's done for you. How will you react? What would you feel emotionally? Who will congratulate you? What are the people you will be talking to? What will happen to your day-to-day life? What changes will come into your day-to-day life? How would you react? I'm telling you it's done. Now tell me your reaction. What will you do? I'm telling you, it's a confirmation from my side, it's done. Now give me your reaction. Whatever it is. Literally live in that feeling. Live in it. That is what will help you. That is what manifestation is about. Assuming whatever you want, it's done for you in this moment. The next thing is, don't focus on new techniques. Don't jump on new things, new podcast, new techniques, new videos on manifestation. You will end up just getting confused. You will just entangle yourself with new beliefs. Oh, this YouTuber said this book said this, what should I follow? You will just confuse yourself. You just have to keep one thing in your mind, and that is, whatever the technique is, whatever the podcast is about, there is only one thing you have to focus on. That is your desired end. And the next point, which I am going to tell you, is be steady with your desired end. Be steady with it, okay? Whatever you are desiring as an end of your wish, whatever it is, be steady with it. Don't change it. Don't change the techniques. Don't change your desired ends. All these techniques, all these podcasts, all these videos will tell you only one thing, and that is internalizing that your desire has come true for you in this moment right now, and live like that. That's simple. Next is learn to deal with your thoughts. Okay, whenever you are manifesting, suppose you have kept on manifesting for like weeks and nothing showed up, nothing really happened. Okay, but you are living in the state of wish fulfilled, and suddenly your negative thoughts come up to the surface. They are surfacing up, and they are literally overwhelming you. You are overwhelmed by it. You are literally thinking about it. You're trying to avoid these questions. No, don't avoid them. Those doubts and fears will give you a root problem where you have to focus to learn to deal with those problems, learn to deal with your emotions. Okay, so every time you have a question or a doubt in your mind, look at it as an opportunity, as if you have to work for your manifestation on yourself. Like, these are the points where you have to work for your manifestation to come true. Okay, look it at as an opportunity. Okay, next is, I will also tell you one last point at the end of this video, which really will help you to build your faith in law of assumption if you really don't have any faith in it. Okay, but I think if you're watching this video till now, that does mean that you have faith in this video. So I'll give you an extra tip which will help you to have more faith and more, say, believe, and help you, and it'll help you literally to manifest quickly rather than being late. Or it'll help you to manifest quickly. Okay, it'll help you to build faith for manifestations. So the next is, have a mentor to you resonate with. Have a mentor you resonate with. It's like, whenever you are literally falling out of that state of wish fulfilled, you should have someone that you can come back to and literally gain some insights and apply it again. Okay, suppose you have a specific situation which nobody have told you about, which you cannot deal with, which you don't feel confident about. So what you can do is have a mentor, have somebody with whom you resonate with. That way you will have someone to fall upon. Having a mentor makes your journey easy. Okay, it's like, they will give you, there are specific triggers which I cannot discuss like each and every trigger in my videos, but I can do is summarize these triggers and help you to react the way you should while manifesting. So even if you have somebody else to whom you resonate with, you should follow them so that you don't have like a doubt or a fear. Even if you don't watch them for 7 days, you still have that thought in your mind at the back of your head, like, oh, I have someone where they told me that this will happen, and this is the way I can get out of the situation. So find yourself a teacher, a mentor. It's a good thing. The last step, as I promised to you guys, is like, have some experiment with the law so that you don't experience lack of faith in the law. Okay, have some experiments. Like, if you want something which is very tiny and little, okay, you can start manifesting it. If you want to experiment with this law, whether this works or not. Okay, suppose you want a gene, a gene that you never had but you desire to have it, and start by manifesting it. That way you will have some experiment done with the law, and when that gene comes to you, you will have this faith. Yes, oh, if this works for this, then this may also work for that. And then you can move on to the bigger things where you don't have resistance. That way you will never develop resistance. So start from the smaller things and gradually move upwards where you have a little bit of resistance in you. That way you will never experience lack of faith in the law. Go and experiment it. Even if you want to manifest a specific pen, just try it with this law. That way you will build your faith in law of assumption, and while your manifesting journey, you will never experience your negative emotions to surface up to your mind. Like, you will never have any doubts regarding whether this law of assumption works or not. Okay, so that way your manifestation journey will be a lot smoother than all the chaos. Okay, so try it out. See, Manifestation is all about living in the state of dream realized. Okay, you just live in the state of dream realized, and the mirror of life. Okay, the mirror of life will reflect back what is already within you. Okay, so it will be reflected into your 3D once you have internalized, once you have started living in your mind, that is in 4D, that whatever you want is already achieved by you. So it will be reflected back into your life. So this was the most longest and lengthiest video that I have ever made, and it was so exhausting for me. But I am telling you, these are the things which these are the things which I have covered from all the everyday incidents that I have encountered myself. I have tried to compile all the mistakes that you should avoid, the typical journey that we have, the black hole that we should avoid, the obsession, the relationship insecurities that we should work upon in order to have a healthy relationship. So I think so this is the most ultimate video which can literally help you to get the person of your dreams, and literally you don't have to watch any else video where you need to gain some more knowledge or some more tips and techniques. I have just told you, live in the state of dream realized so that your manifestation can come true. Work on yourself and don't lose hope. Have faith in this law, it works. And that's all for today. I have literally shared one of my best ways how can you manifest your SP, and I would love to hear some good stories from you guys so that it can keep me motivating. And even if you have any query regarding the triggers or the law of assumption or anything, or you have your specific desire that you want to manifest, you can just comment down below and I'll be making a separate video if that topic is relevant to most of us. So that's all, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.